Hey guys, this is Jason with smokineaglesrodshop coming to you from headquarters. Wow, this is not my home shop. This is HQ. Me and Dustin, we were talking about. I've done a lot of videos on the little yellow truck, and we thought we'd mash the first 5 together for you and kind of do a little recap so you can watch them all in one instead of having to go through each individual video. So in these first 5 videos, this is literally the truck gets pulled into the garage, and this is the tear down of getting everything out of my way so that I can add some new stuff to it, all the way through getting the engine in the truck. The new VR6 engine is now in the truck at the end of video 5. I'm stoked that you guys are coming along for the ride, and I hope you watch the rest of them as well. Hey, here's a teaser for you. I just made these. I was over here at HQ making these little brackets with bolts in them. Watch for them in a future view. Let's hear it down in the comments what video you think these are going to be in. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy these. If you ever need to look back at some piece of this video, you can always reference the original videos, or you can just keep watching this one over and over and over. Hey, thanks. Hey guys, this is Jason with smokineaglesrodshop coming to you from my home shop here in Napanee, Indiana. I have my 73 Super Beetle in here, and I just made room for my 1980 Volkswagen little yellow pickup truck. We're going to put a VR6 swap in the yellow truck. The motor and the transmission are sitting right over here. I got to... what's on the list of things to do today? I got to pull that transmission off of there, and I need to do some measuring to see if I can't get a different slave cylinder. It's one of those expanded slave cylinders with the bearing on it. Let's see if I can't do that. It should be able to be done. Anyways, that's what I'm going to be doing here in just a little bit. I'm going to be pulling that off and trying to get some measurements to email out to some fellers. I hope to bring you along for a lot of the content this off season here in my home shop. It's not as grand as Smoking Eagles Rod Shop headquarters, but I can get the job done. And Dustin's just a phone call away. If I need some help, he'll show up, or I can just or we can drag one of these jalopies over there and work on it over there. Maybe we'll do that at some point. But for right now, first episode I've ever shot by myself in my own garage. It's going to be me taking this little motor and transmission apart and getting some measurements for a throwout bearing / slave cylinder combo deal, whatchamajigger. I'm sure somebody knows what they're actually called. Put it in the comments below. I'd love to know. I don't know. I just know I have to take some measurements and email them off, and hopefully they can help me out. Other than that, I'm probably going to leave you right about where you are. I'm going to put you on time lapse, and hopefully I make at least a reasonable attempt at a video for you guys. We'll put this under probably the little yellow truck. We'll probably start making a playlist for little yellow truck. And there'll probably be some Volkswagen content at some point. So until then, enjoy sitting on time lapse for a minute, kids. So that, guys, that wasn't that bad. It was only about 8 bolts. It came right off. And what we need to do now is we need to take a measurement from up here to here, and from here to here. And once we have those measurements and the diameter of this, I can send an email out and hopefully they can replace that arm with a just a cylinder with a bearing on it, and that'd be a big improvement. So that's the next thing I need to do, is I need to take those measurements. It shouldn't take me that long. I'm gonna go print the PDF out of what measurements I have to get, and then I'll probably sit around and scratch my head for 30 minutes and take those measurements, make sure I get them right. Okay, check back. Okay guys, so the first measurement we need is essentially from the back of the block to the depth of the clutch. So if I measure that, it's right about 2 7/8. It's right about 2 7/8. So we're gonna call that measurement. Okay guys, the next measurement I need is the depth from there to there. I just happen to have another O2J sitting around, so we go from there to there. We're about 4 1/8. We're about 4 1/8. So that's about the other measurement we need. We can do the math from there. Don't mind these 454s just sitting right here. Okay guys, that was actually a lot of work. I'm gonna take you back to the desktop, probably to my computer, and I'm just gonna walk through the measurements and how I'm gonna get to the measurements that I need, and send an email off and see how that goes. Hopefully they can help me. Okay, so something I've been wanting to work on for a very long time is this little yellow truck. Some of the first things I kind of need to do, I kind of need to get the hood off of it, because we're going to be pulling that engine out of there. And I'd also like to take that front bumper off, and even the rear bumper too, just because they take up a lot of room and they're in the way and they look ugly. This is a 1980. Leave down in the comments below why this is a 1980, why you can tell from the front. So I'm gonna put you on time lapse again, and we're gonna take the hood off. Probably gonna take the bumpers off. I'm probably gonna put it up on some ramps just so it sits higher, so I can get underneath it easy, because, well, I'm fat and it sucks getting under little cars like this. So that's probably what I'm gonna do next. I hope you enjoy. Here we go. Well, that didn't take as long as I expected. Went up right on the little wheel wedge things front and back. It really does make it a lot easier to work under. That front bumper kind of sucked to take off. There's like 4 bolts holding it on, and they are not in a spot for people with big hands. I mean, just not. Need little hands to get in there. But I got it off. It came out. I think it looks better without a bumper, but I have a different bumper for it. We'll probably put it on closer to when we're getting done with the motor. It's just made out of aluminum. It's not meant to be structural. So if we drop something on it, it'll probably bend it. So we'll probably just wait a little bit to put that on. But that looks pretty good like that. I mean, that definitely changes the appearance of it. I'm gonna see if I can get the back bumper. I'm not real sure. It's gonna be good content for you. Maybe I'll try moving you to a different spot for some time lapse. Who knows? I think I can set you up here and you can watch me worm around a little bit. Probably not gonna be that interesting to see, but hey, who knows? Maybe it'll make the final cut, maybe it won't. Time lapse. Okay guys, that was the pretty messy job. All those bolts back there were American. They're 3/4 inch. There were 3 on each side holding the bumper on. The bumper weighs more than the truck. It's clearly it wasn't factory. It was some kind of aftermarket. I did find this cool little rock hanging out back there. And it kind of made me wonder, like, how long has that rock been hanging with this truck? Like, should I keep this rock with this truck? Like, just throw it in the glove box or something? And it also made me wonder, like, where's that rock been? You know, it's probably been, who knows where. It could be anywhere. So, I was kind of wondering, kind of made me think about, like, you guys. Like, you're like these little rocks. Like, you know, where are you from? How long have you been, you know, watching? What are you working on? Yeah, let's see. Let's see how many of you guys have been from somewhere around this world. Put down the comments, please. That'd be awesome. Let's see where, let's see where we can go. But isn't that cool? Like, this truck's from 1980. That truck, that little rock could have literally been in that truck for over 50 years now. Kind of crazy to think about. Yeah, I think the rock should stay with the truck. I think we'll have to find a spot to put it. I'll put it up here by the camera. We'll save it. Yeah, that was that honestly is probably not going to edit into much more than like 5 minutes of video. But yeah, that was actually a good chunk of work for the day. Probably close to 3 hours worth of work. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy the transformation of this truck as it goes along. I think it's going to be a pretty cool little ride when it gets done. It's got a VR6 and a 5-speed in it. I think that's going to be pretty cool. It's going to take a lot of work to get there. So it starts today. So that's the first day of working on this truck, really. Seems pretty straightforward as what to do. I'm sure I'm going to run into problems that are unforeseen and will eat up a lot of time. Heck, maybe I'll learn something. Maybe you'll learn something. Stick around. Let's see where this goes. Yeah, I'm going to try to edit this now into a video. Send it over to Dustin and see what he thinks. Then I'll get working on another video for tomorrow. See what kind of trouble we can get into then. See you guys. Hey guys, back out here. Go try to get some work done today. I was trying to think of what to do next. I think with the little yellow truck, I need to start pulling the motor out of there. So there's a lot of stuff in the way, like a radiator, an alternator, a bunch of little things. I'm gonna try to get you guys up on time lapse, and hopefully we can take care of some of that today. We can get some of that out of the way, because the first step of getting the motor out is going to be pulling the axles out of it. That'll be another video, another day. But yeah, I'm just going to try to clean it up, try to get some stuff disconnected, get some little stuff out of the way so that I can, you know, easily get in there. So I think that's what we're going to do this morning. Kind of on limited time. A friend's coming over. We're going to go look at some stuff. So I'm just gonna put you up on time lapse, and you know, try to get some stuff out of the way. So here we go. Hey guys, I'm gonna put you up there, just so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I hope this view works out. Hey guys, that was a pretty good little thrash sesh. Got a lot accomplished. I did get my Mexican blanket wet with some antifreeze, so I had to break out my spare. Don't worry, I'll get that taken care of. It'll be ready for next time. So we got the radiator out of the way. We got some of the little tanks out of the way. We got the alternator off. I took the starter out just simply because there's a bracket that connects to the front subframe, and by just doing that it gives me a few more inches of clearance, and it gives me one less spot where this motor and transmission is connected to the body, I guess subframe, I guess front clip. So I have a motor mount over here on this side, and I have a motor mount over here on this side. Well, I guess this one over here is the transmission, but this one's the motor over here. So I have those two bolts are essentially holding this motor in right now. There is a third motor mount support in the back, and the exhaust is still attached, and the axles are still attached. So I need to get the axles off, and I need to get the exhaust free, and then I can start on the three spots where it's actually connected to the chassis, and then the motor should drop right out of here. Most of that work's going to be underneath the truck, so I think I'm going to try to get you guys set up underneath there so we can do a time lapse, and you can watch me worm around on the ground and try to get something accomplished today. I think we're pretty close to getting this motor out. I'm not for certain. Those axles are going to be trickier than I know. I've taken them out of a Beetle before. Those 6 bolts that hold the CV to the transmission, those 6 bolts are going to be a nightmare. I already know it. There's 6 bolts on each side. That's 12 total. That could take the better part of a few hours. So I'm gonna try to get you guys set up to where you guys can see a little better underneath the truck, and we can do some work down there. Okay. I hope you've enjoyed the thrash so far. The deconstruction is always the fun part. It also tends to yield the biggest returns for the shortest amount of work. So for just a little bit of work, you can disassemble something really quickly. But at some point you're gonna have to put it back together. So remember that, guys. Try not to destroy something you may need in the future. Yeah, let's get going on it. I'm gonna get you guys set up and see if we can't accomplish something. Okay. Hi guys. The struggle's real. We're laying down here on the floor. I have 6 bolts on each side of this guy to take off. They're gonna be a pain. It's gonna take a minute. I have these 3 bolts on the exhaust to decouple it, and then this transmission mount back here that supports the transmission in the back of it. But I think I'll probably just drop the 2 from back here, and then that way it all just falls down. I gotta get these axles out, and then the other 2 mounts. I mean, we're really down to 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here, so that's 4 bolts holding the motor and trans axle in. But I gotta get these 3 off the exhaust, and I gotta get these 12 off the axles. So that's the struggle we're up for next. I got a big old light in here, helps me see. Definitely get you a big old shop light. It really helps. You guys are going on time lapse again. Okay guys, if you don't know about these 12-point metric triple square ends. This is what is on a Volkswagen CV joint. They couldn't just use, you know, like a regular Allen wrench or something like that. Luckily, your AutoZones or your O'Reillys, they definitely carry a set of these. You can buy them off the shelf. If you don't have them, you're going to need them. There's no way around it. Another pro tip here for you guys is that when you're putting them in, definitely seat them all the way in with a hammer. So put it in, it's going to go in about halfway. Get a hammer out, give it a couple of love taps, like really drive it right on in there. That way you're ensured that it's not going to strip out. These things just want to strip out. I mean, I think they just live to strip out. There's really no way around it. They've been on the CV joints, you know, they're on the CV joints of my 73 Super Beetle. They're on the CV joints of this. They're on a lot of different spots on the newer VR6's head bolts and whatnot, on your flex plate. So you definitely got to get a set of these, and you definitely got to make sure you got full engagement before you go cranking on them. I like this one because it's got a 1/2 inch, and then you just put it on a ratchet and a ratchet wrench, and then you can go. Or you can get the one with like a 3/8 adapter. Either way, these are the tools of the Volkswagen trade, and you're going to struggle. Take the advice, hammer them in all the way, make sure the bolt's cleaned out, ease into it. Don't just whambo on it. If you do happen to strip one of these out, about the best thing you can do is pound that thing in again, and then just grab the outside of it with a pair of vice grips, just as tight as you can absolutely get them, and get those vice grips on there, and then you can kind of twist with the vice grips and the ratchet at the same time, and hopefully it comes loose. If that doesn't work, then you just need to weld a nut on it and pray, and lots of prayers. But yeah, these are the tools of the trade for the Volkswagens. Go get you some at your local O'Reilly's or auto parts store or wherever. They'll have them. They're in the specialty tool section. Yeah, you'll learn to hate them. They're miserable. Well, guys, the struggle's real, but I got all 12 bolts out of the axles. And I got the 3 exhaust bolts. So that's 15 bolts down. Now the only thing that's holding it in is that rear mount and the 2 side mounts, and this engine should fall out of the bottom of the car. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to get you guys on time lapse again, and see if we can't make that happen. I'm not real sure if I have enough room, if I drop this motor out at the bottom, if it'll slide out from underneath the truck. I guess we're gonna find out, you know what I mean? If not, I can probably jack it up a little more and let it be real sketchy for a minute, and slide that thing out of here. But yeah, that's what's next. I'm down to 3 mount points, and the engine should go down. So let me see if I can't find a spot to put you guys on time lapse, and see if we can't make that happen. Okay guys, I think this is gonna be a good view for dropping this motor out. I think I'm going to get the engine hoist over, get it connected to the motor when I'm down to like the last 2 motor mounts up top, and then that way I can kind of lower it down, maybe. And I'll probably put a piece of plywood down underneath it, and then that way I can try to pull the plywood out. Hopefully this goes okay. I'm winging it. I'm winging it. So hold my beer and watch this. Okay guys, this is the bad idea I came up with. I kind of want it in the up position right now because I want that much travel for the motor to go down. Probably a horrible idea. Probably a horrible idea, but that's the thought, is I can essentially lower it down to the ground and make it happen. So I'll bring you back when I get these two bolts undone. So I basically got to get that bolt undone, and I got to get this motor mount over here undone. That's the only thing I got left to do, and this motor should go down. I'm probably going to take those other three out just because I think it's less things to get snagged on going down. But that's what I'm going to do. I'll bring you back when I'm ready to lower this, just because I think it's going to be entertaining either way. Okay guys, we got it. This motor is free. It's no longer connected here. It's no longer connected on the other side. All the weight is on that chain. I'm gonna try to get this jack out of here, and we're gonna try to lower that motor down. So wish me luck. Yeah. That's what's holding up. You got, it's kind of stuck on the passenger side axle. there's the engine, guys. We got it on the floor. As you can see, it came out, thankfully. My buddy Zach stopped by to give me a helping hand right when I need it. Hey, he has a YouTube channel, so tell people about your YouTube channel.
Real brief summary, I just kind of work on all sorts of vehicle and other antique things and just basically fix stuff up and build them on my channel. This is called Various Engineering.
Link down below. Well, Zach left. We kind of just stood around and talked a little bit. We were going to go look at a car. Mutual person that we both know has some really cool stuff. And I thought if I got another opportunity to go see what he has, I might as well ride along with Zach since Zach hadn't met him. And so yeah, Zach stopped over at the perfect time, helped me get the engine out. The engine's now out. Okay guys, we got that motor out. That was a pain in the butt. We messed that little lip up a little bit, but I think that can get fixed and covered up with a duck bill. The inside of this truck is pretty darn clean, guys. I mean, I've seen a lot worse looking. I think this will do just fine for a VR6 swap. Note to self, take that axle out if you're going to drop the engine out the bottom. It's a real big pain if you don't. Other than that, my buddy Zach showed up, and if he wouldn't have helped, I probably wouldn't have got that out. So I think that's enough for today. I honestly do. I honestly think that that's enough for today. Hey, welcome back to the home shop here in Napanee. I'm going to try to get a little more done on the little yellow truck today. There's a lot of stuff in there that we're not going to use, like the shift linkage or the exhaust, or also the fuel cell needs to come down. I need to at least look at it and get some stuff done. So there's a bunch of stuff underneath this truck that needs removed or looked at. So that's kind of still where we're at. We're in that phase of getting things out of the way so that we can put that bigger VR6 motor in. So going to get you guys on some time lapse. Watch me worm around underneath this truck, try to take some things apart, try to get some stuff done today, keep this progress going on this truck, and see where we can end up. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I got this guy. This is a 40-inch breaker bar with a 30 mil socket on the end. I got that to take the axles out, so I'm going to take those out. I should have done that before I tried to drop that motor out, at least the passenger side. Those things were just squarely in the way. So I think we can get on that first, honestly. I forgot that I had that. So here we go, taking the axles out. So guys, I had a little problem trying to get this one loose. I just wanted to rotate that tire. So all I did was just picked a hole in the rim and then just tied it up to the strut mount with a little ratchet strap. And that just keeps the wheel from turning against the motion of the socket. And the nut broke free. So, you know, sometimes when you're working on things, you gotta work smarter, not harder. Maybe that's not the right analogy. Maybe I'm not working smart. Maybe I'm not working harder. But yeah, you know, if something wants to spin and you need it to hold still, just hit it with the old ratchet strap. Tire in place. I hope that helps you. Maybe that'll be a hack you can use someday. Back to taking off. I think I'm gonna get these axles out. Then I'm gonna try to get that shift linkage and that exhaust out of there. That's probably the next goal. Hi guys, we're gonna get rid of some of the steering linkage and then we're gonna tackle this exhaust. We're gonna try to get those off the truck today. We don't need them where we're going. So that's next. So that came out of there fairly easy, and it cleans it up. It's gonna make a lot more room for the next one. I did notice while I'm in here that these are pretty shot, so I'm gonna have to get some new covers for that. I'd like to get inside there and inspect the knuckle, but that's gonna wait for a future date. I could probably get rid of this guy next. Not sure if that's the greatest of ideas. It'll probably go back on, but for the minute, I'd like to take it off and see what's under there. I also got to get this exhaust off. There's really only bolts in the back holding it on. There's a little bit of wire wrap underneath it. That should come off pretty complete and get out of there, get out of the way. And then I can move on probably to like the fuel cell. But yeah, I'll probably save that for another day. Hey guys, I'm down here in the back. I'm gonna worm around a bit, get this exhaust out of here, hopefully. Hopefully I can get that out in one piece. I don't have to cut it up. And then I'm going to go after that fuel cell. Look how massive that fuel cell is. That's definitely aftermarket. It's definitely welded aluminum. I mean, that thing's got to be 30 gallons. I hope it's empty. I'm going to try to get the exhaust and that fuel cell out. You guys are probably gonna be on time lapse for quite a while. This is probably gonna take a minute. I'm not real sure how to do either one of these, so I'm just gonna get after it. Make it up as I go, I guess. Well guys, that came out a little easier than I thought. It was empty. I kind of knew it was empty. I'd tapped on it a few times. There wasn't anything really in it. Check out how big this thing is. This thing's massive. This thing is absolutely massive. It's got a tag on it. The tag says, diesel use only. Gasoline is illegal and voids warranty. Whatever. Pretty cool. That's got to be aftermarket. Well, yeah, we all know that's aftermarket. So if you know who made that tank, or if you know somebody that could use that tank, let me know in the comments down below. That's crazy. That thing's huge. I couldn't imagine a little 4-cylinder diesel with like, what, a 30-gallon tank. That thing must be like go anywhere mode. Anyways, I'm gonna figure out something to do next here, so stand by. Okay guys, looking around here, I got some definitely added on wires and stuff like this going on. I think this is probably why this truck was not running, is because some kind of an electrical issue. I have a lot of wires that have different ends on them or completely cut out of the harness. That's kind of terrifying to me. Also, when I come inside, I have this rat's nest of something that somebody was hacking into and working on. So I kind of feel like this is the problem as to why this truck is not on the road. So we're going to kind of try to address that. There's no reason to keep wires around that were literally hacked into the system. So I'm going to try to clean up some of these wires, clean up things like this speedo box, this little guy up here. There's a canister under the fender well on the other side. I'm going to try to get that out. So I'm going to do just a bunch of little cleanup in here, try to get it ready for test fitting a motor in here. But yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of some wires. That's kind of the next step, is to clean out this engine bay, clean up in there in the cowl a little bit. Just, you know, get rid of things we don't need. So I'm gonna get you on time lapse, and you can watch me hack away at this. You're probably gonna tell me I cut something I'm gonna need later. You're probably right, but yeah, just put it in the comments below what I cut that I shouldn't have cut. Let's see what you come up with. Well guys, that was a pretty good thrash session. Definitely got a lot of stuff out from underneath the hood here. The brakes were kind of a pain. I know that's probably a bit excessive for a lot of you. The brakes didn't work, so they kind of needed to be gone through anyway. I probably could have got away with just taking the master cylinder off and gotten a new one of those. I'm probably gonna need some brake lines. I'm probably gonna need some rubber lines. I'm probably going to need, you know, calipers, or at least rebuild all that stuff. So yeah, it was a bit excessive, but I think it's going to help me accomplish the end goal. Yeah, I am making a lot more work for myself than I need to currently at the moment, but hopefully if you stick around long enough and watch enough of these videos, you're gonna find out why. You're gonna find out why I'm getting in here so deep and you know, getting things done. I think now I need to move kind of to the interior. I can remove that the shifter column out of the center. I can look at some of the wiring underneath the dash. I can you know, do just a little bit of cleanup in general on the interior, just for the minute. So I'm gonna get in there, I'm gonna get you guys situated, and we're gonna continue on, okay? So guys, that's about everything from underneath the truck and out of the engine bay of the truck that we need to get out. Now we're gonna go on the inside. We're gonna get rid of some stuff like the shifter and some of this wiring that is obviously the cause for concern. So I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse and get to it. Hey guys, my buddy Zach showed up. We're gonna go look at some cool cars. Yeah, I think that's good progress for the day. I definitely found some wiring stuff up in the cabin that is very suspect. So yeah, we're chopping a lot of wires. We're probably gonna have to redo a lot of the electrical on this thing. So I guess that's enough for today. We're gonna go look at cars. Hi guys, this is Jason with Smoking Eagles Rod Shop, coming to you again from my home garage here in Napanee, Indiana. Got a little bit done yesterday on the truck. Go try to get some more done on the truck today. I think I'm just going to pull the rest of the interior out. I think I'm going to pull the rest of that electrical out. It's clear this truck had some electrical gremlins, and as much as it sucks to start with absolutely zero, I am kind of in some way to begin with, since I'm going with an ECU on the VR6. So I think it might be best just to save my connectors to the column in case I reuse the column, and then kind of go from there. Just, you know, get it down to where I can put like a hot rod wiring fuse box in there and just go from there. I hate to do that, but man, it'd suck to spend a lot of time building a truck and getting it all the way to that point, and then, you know, you got wiring issues after you're done. It's kind of easier just to plan ahead and say, if I get rid of it now, I don't have to worry about it. I am making a lot more work for myself that I was hoping not to do, but clearly I'm just going to make work for myself. Let's just put it that way. I wired the Beetle. I did all the light wiring in the Beetle. I did it a couple of times. I did it once when it was air cooled. I did it a second time once I converted it to a VR6. So don't think that I don't understand what I'm tackling here. It's a good week's worth of work, just running wires and bashing your head into the wall, it feels like sometimes. But yeah, I think it's probably for the best if I just get all the wiring in there that's out of there. I'm trying to save the light wiring for the most part, and just pull out the engine wiring. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and pull the rest of that interior out, including the wiring, the dash, the seats, and you know, kind of get down, see if there's any holes in those floorboards, and then you know, I think this is about it of the teardown phase, guys. I mean, I can't think of much more to tear down. Maybe the rack, that's about it. But we're getting really close to putting a VR6 in it, and I'm probably gonna put the VR6 in just to mock it up, and then that way I can work on my ECU wiring harness. And while I'm probably going to work on my ECU wiring harness, I'll probably just work on the light harness as well. But yeah, I'm just gonna get you up on some time lapse again, and we're gonna tear into that interior. Hopefully I can get it down to a bare floor, no dash, no seats today. That's kind of the goal for the day. So let's get moving. This stuff ain't gonna do itself. Hey guys, look what I just found under the front seat. That's awesome. I'm so stoked that I found that. I was like looking at buying one of these, and all I could find is like the blacked out one. But I really like this one. It's shiny, and it came with the truck. So I think that's gonna go back on. What do you think? Put it on like normal, or like upside down, or like a little crooked like some of the other kids? I don't know. Just super stoked. Found that under the seat. So excited. Great day. All right, guys, that was a pretty good thrash sesh. As you can see, the entire dash is now out of the truck. I got the carpet out of it as well. This side over here has a lot more glue than that side over there. It's a real pain in the butt. I threw the light underneath the truck so we could see the holes in the floor. I don't think that's horribly bad for a passenger side. And if I come over to the driver's side, you know, I don't think that's too bad for a 1981. I'm sure I can just put new pans in there, or I could just make some smaller patches up and just patch that up. I don't think that's a lot. That's not bad. That's a little deeper than I wanted to be into it, but hey, we're here now. It's no turning back, no chickening out. Let's just keep moving forward. I'm kind of down to the point where it's about all the further I'm going to tear it down. Honestly, maybe that, but that's about it. I don't think I really need to tear anything more out of here. So I think I'm going to start working on putting some stuff back in it. I need to get this last little chunks of carpet out of here. They're just glued on. There's like more glue than carpet. I think you saw me about kill myself inside the truck, knock the mirror off. But hey, I think we'll save that headliner for another day. Yeah, I think I might put the steering wheel and the seat back in just so I'm not totally depressed about this. Yeah, I think steering wheel and seat. I think I'll put the steering wheel and the seat in, and that'll... Oh, there's one little hole back there too. Can we zoom in? Yep, one little hole back there too. Yeah. I think I'll put the driver's seat and the steering column back in, and then that way I won't be completely upset about this. I'm going to continue to clean this. I just did a quick clean on these floors. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to try to knock more of that black crap off, some of that stuff off. Try to get it down as close to bare metal. Well, not as close to bare metal as possible, but get it clean enough that I can spray some kind of sealant over that and make it so it doesn't rust anymore, and you know, fix it up right. Make it happen. So I think that's all the further we really need to tear it down. There's maybe a couple more hours inside of here of grinding around and whatnot. Then I'm gonna get to fixing these spots and probably have a buddy come help me. I don't know what to do. I've never fixed floors before. I don't even know if I should. I don't even know what to do. Like, I would say just patch over it with some metal, but I don't know even the proper way. I'll probably needs to be cut out. Probably need to make those panels and cut it out. Heck, might be easier just put a whole new floor in. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to my buddy that's actually done, you know, body work before. Maybe he'll know the right way to do it. I'm definitely gonna probably, if I suggest anything, it's probably gonna be the wrong way. So yeah, let's get that steering column back in and the driver's seat back in. That'll make me happy. I mean, kind of feel a little bad at the moment. Hey guys, what's the fix for this? This bearing keeps falling out. And it doesn't look like there's anything in there to hold that in. All you gotta do is... Anyways, it just keeps falling out. What's the fix for that? Trying to figure it out. There's gotta be like a collar or something I can put on there that'll keep that from happening. Put it in the comments below. Let me know. I need it. Okay guys, that's a pretty good thrash sesh for the day. I honestly feel like I'm at that turning point where we stop taking things out of the truck and we start putting things back into the truck. That's exciting. I really don't have anything else to tear out of there. I mean, I really don't. The interior's out, the engine's out, the fuel system's out. I mean, maybe a couple lines here or there, but I think it's time to get things going back into this thing. That's kind of exciting to me. So I got the seat in it and the steering wheel in, and that at least makes me feel like it's at least rollable. It's at least I could push it on a trailer if I had to. One of my goals with getting the shop ready for this off season was trying to keep it picked up. And my buddy Zach came over yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to clean up and put stuff away. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to clean the shop up, put some stuff away. I have a big pile of parts. I need to go through this and figure out what I need to keep, what I need to take over to Dustin's scrap pile. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to put you on. I know you probably don't want to see me clean my garage, but if I don't film it, I'm probably not going to do it. So I'm gonna put you on time lapse, and you can watch me scurry around and clean up. Here, I'll get the toolbox in the picture for you. I'll get the toolbox in there for you, so you can watch me put all my tools away. You can hold me accountable for putting things away today. Okay, I'm gonna put you on time lapse. Hey guys, how's it going? Hey, I forgot to tell you about this. When I was cleaning out that truck, I found a pin. Let's see if we can get that in focus here. So it's an Animal Hospital of Central Kitsap Emergency Clinic. And it's in Poulsbo, Washington, Poulsbo, Washington. It doesn't have an area code on it, so you know it's kind of probably pretty old. That's kind of cool. This truck's been at least to Washington State. I think I'll Google where that is, see how far it is away from where I am. But that's a cool little find under the passenger seat in the floor. So just wanted to tell you about that. See, it didn't, also I'd like to say, didn't take me very long to clean that garage up, especially on time lapse, guys. Thanks for putting up with that. It's something I want to be better at, of just, you know, keeping my garage cleaned up and usable. Pretty good day of thrashing. I think I'm going to call it there. It's still pretty early. Go get some other stuff done today. Yeah, I think we're at that point where we're done tearing stuff out. I think we're at that point where we're done tearing stuff out. We're gonna start putting stuff in. I think that's exciting. That's kind of where I want to be. This is the stuff that I've thought about. I've really not spent a lot of time thinking about tearing it apart. I've spent a lot of time thinking about putting it together. So I'm excited to get to putting it together. So until next time, yeah, until next time. See you guys. Hey guys, it's Jason, Smoking Eagles Rod Shop, coming to you again from my home shop here in Napanee, Indiana. Man, that last video got me really pumped up. I'm pretty sure it's time to start putting stuff in. So goal for this video is to get the VR6 out, get it mated to a transmission, and get it up in the truck, hopefully on the mounts and all that. It's not going to be the final install of it. It's kind of going to be a first install, but at least getting it in the truck is going to give me some next things to do, like my wiring harness for my ECU for my engine. I'm going to have to make that, so I kind of need the engine in place, and that kind of is about the next thing to do, honestly. So if I can get the engine in, then I can get working on the wiring harness. You know, even if it's just mocked up in there temporarily. So that's kind of my goal for today, is to get an engine on a transmission, on the engine mounts or on the mounts, and get it up in there. So let's get going. I think first thing I got to do is drag an engine out. I have a different engine sitting under the bench, so I'm gonna just move some stuff around, drag that engine out here. I'm probably going to put my spare 2J transmission on it, and then, you know, just get it mocked up. So here we go. Lots of moving work over in this area to do first, and then I'll get the motor out. Yeah, then we'll get it in position and whatnot and go. So hold on and watch this. Oh, wow, that was a bit of a pain. That's the engine that I had on the 02J. It was a little bit cruded up, had a little bit of rust, so I had to chase those holes. That engine mount from S&P Automotive is really handy, especially for these VR6s. I said they're just tricky to get on there. It goes a lot smoother if you got a second person. But hey, that's part of being here and working in my own shop. Sometimes I just got to adapt, improvise, and overcome. We got that up on the stand. I got a really nice engine. I got a really cool engine. I've been waiting. This thing's been at my place for 6 months. I'm super stoked on it. I can't wait to show it to you guys, see what you think. I'm just going to drag it out here. I'm probably just going to stand it up, get it up mounted to the 02J, and then I'm probably going to tape off all the holes, and then I'll probably stop there and tell you a little bit more about it. Oh, it's really cool. I can't wait. Hey guys, this is what's been hiding out under the bench that I've been waiting to get out and to look at and put in something. This is a fully built Schmill Performance VR6. It's got all ARP studs inside and out. It's got forged rods, forged pistons. It's 11-to-1 compression. It's got the 276 cams in it, and it's got bigger Fieri valves, and it's got all the tricks, guys. Like, this is full built Schmiel performance. This was originally for the Beetle with the big turbo, but kind of decided that I think this would be a funner in the little yellow truck. So we're gonna put this in the little yellow truck. I'm gonna put a couple other little parts on this guy, and then I'm gonna mate that transmission to it just for mock-up, and then we're gonna get this guy in the truck and sitting. I need to get something on those 2 oil and 1 on the dipstick. I also want to cover those intakes and exhaust, and I have a breather up here I want to get covered. I got a breather right there I want to get covered. And yeah, that's a full built Schmiel performance special. If you want to go check his website out, it's vr6parts.com. I mean, there's some really trick stuff on here, like this little guy. Yeah. So this is really neat. You can't really tell it from the outside, but the inside of this thing is built to party. So hopefully this will be fun in this little yellow truck. For some reason, I didn't realize that this engine was a lot smaller than that one. Now that they're kind of on the floor in relatively the same location, it's pretty obvious to me that they're way different in size. I guess I miscalculated in my mind, because reality is this thing's monstrous compared to that. So I think I might have to call an audible here and go about this a different way. Stand by. Hi guys, man, that's stressful and exciting all in the same go. It looked like a little overkill there. I put like 4 straps on it. I probably only needed like 1, maybe 2. But guess what? Those 2 straps sitting on the shelf ain't gonna keep it from crashing from the floor, and you can't redo it. So you might as well take the $5 strap, put it on there. Overkill always gets you home. Underkill, well, it may just leave your engine dropping on the floor from 4 foot away. So we got it in where we wanted it to. Now I'm going to jack that truck back up, put it back on those ramps, get it up off the ground. I'm going to put the mount on the motor, put the mount on the transmission, and then I'm going to pull that motor right back up into place and, you know, get on with it. Man, this is exciting. I am stoked on this. Jeez, it's good looking. I can't wait. I'll show you when I get it put in. Let's wait for then, okay, man? It's gonna be exciting. Oh man, that looks good in there. That thing's a monster. I got this mount in. I got this mount in as well. That's a little hard to see. Got that mount in. I still gotta get the transmission mount in underneath there. I think I'm gonna take you underneath and let you watch me worm around. Man, look at that rigging. All kinds of rigging going on. Really helped position that engine by myself. I could really rock it back and forth or side to side and get it done. 2 down, 1 more to go. I'm excited on that. Can't wait to get all that rigging off of there and have it just resting in there on its own. I don't know about you, but that looks really good in there. I got that 3rd mount on back in there, and yeah, she's solid, boys. She's one with the truck. That is so cool. I just don't even know what to think about that, man. It's just mocked up for now. But that's a bad mambo jumbo. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Looks so good. Okay. Well, guys, that took a little longer than I expected, but it's in. We have a VR6 officially sitting in the little yellow truck. It looks really good. Yeah, I think it's time to clean up, get ready to go. Okay, put some tools away, Jason. Well, that's all the tools I had to put away. Not very many tonight. Kind of goes that way if you put them away every time. So I think I'm going to keep that trend. I think I'm always going to put tools away at the end. You can fast forward through if you'd like and just skip, but it's a good habit. It's like making your bed. Some people say there's something about doing that every day. Well, I think that's going to be it for the day. I think the VR6 is in. I think the next episode you're going to see, I'm going to bolt a lot of accessories onto it. You might be able to spy some of them over on the bench way over there. There's some even more in that box. There's even some more in the bed. There's even more in the front house. But until then, you know, what a good day. Hi guys, thanks for watching all 5 videos. Obviously you still stuck around. We're here now at the end. I got to do the whole like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, send them a note or postcard, whatever it takes. Hey, thank you guys for joining me in this adventure. I'm having a lot of fun. You guys really motivate me to get this stuff done. Dustin's going to put some videos up over here. So anyways, go watch those. Tell a friend. Thanks, guys.